my co-host Karen.
Hello, everybody.
You know, a little bit later, we're going to bring Jessie up, the Executive Director for Hanesbrands, to tell you a little bit more about this important agency that helps everyone in our community, helps a lot of folks in our community. And tonight, you know, it's all about using fashion as a catalyst to make a difference in our community. We are so very thankful this year, again, to have Hanesbrands sponsor this event for the 5th year in a row. So before we get started, we do want to remind everyone about the silent auction occurring outside those doors back there. You probably saw some of the things that were out there in the silent auction. Take a look and make sure you look at them for the evening.
The community support tonight has been amazing as businesses from around the triad have donated over 29 garment silent auction items. Check out the variety of items from sponsors like Cece's Boutique, 6 and Vine, Blue Lotus, the Portrait Gallery, Gaia Boutique, the Fiber Company, Pottery from Lynn Booker, Theater Alliance, The Porch, Old Salem Museum, Karma Salon, Hampton House Gallery, Yours Truly Upscale Consignments, Steve Sapp Photography, Ronaldo Museum, Sawtooth Center for Visual Arts, Hair the 4th Street Brow Studio, Earthbound Arts, Organo Gold Coffee, Princeton Furniture from Lynn Parsley, Scott Sturdy Photography, Sensi from Brian Poor, and WFDD and the Mayor's Office. Thank you so much for your donation for this. We really appreciate that.
Let's have a round of applause for all of that. In addition to the 22 design contest garments that you're going to see out here on the runway this evening, they are available for auction. So don't forget the things that are out there, the non-garments, as well as the garments. They all are available for auction, and the auctions will be ending at 2 different times. And the Wells Fargo Pride Team volunteers will be out there to answer your questions about any of those items. The non-garment auction will end at 10 o'clock, and the garment auction will end at 10:20, and all methods of payment are accepted. It's a fundraiser. We'll take your money if you got it.
And before the show starts, please remember to get your commemorative red Ribbon Runway wine glass at the front so you can enjoy complimentary wine all evening. And don't forget to tip your bartenders. We want to thank them along with the Community Arts Cafe who prepared this great food this evening, and to Wells Fargo for sponsoring the food this evening. Thank you again for that.
Now we have some exciting new additions this year. We've changed it up just a little bit this evening. How many of you guys like shopping in a thrift or a consignment store here today? Come on, raise your hands, clap. Yeah, you're excited about it. Well, this year we are adding something unique and different.
Yes, to get your creative juices flowing, we have a special headliner tonight with the Spring Fashion Show by Yours Truly Upscale Consignments, located at 835 Ronaldo Road. And Yours Truly Upscale Consignment Shop is located at 835 Ronaldo Road in Winston-Salem. And before it was trendy and chic, owner Lynn Booker opened the store 25 years ago and moved to this current location 4 years ago. Lynn and Chelsea Spa take pride in offering an upscale consignment boutique full of women's clothing, jewelry, and accessories. Furniture and home decor and little surprises fill the lower level. The inventory changes daily, making every visit a new exciting adventure. And you can connect with them on Facebook to take advantage of daily sales and special offerings. There's always a splendid assortment of unique treasures to discover, and just think of it as a treasure hunt. No, I always do. Lynn and Chelsea invite you to stop in, and enjoy the special daily discounts as they celebrate their 25th year of service to the Triad. They will always make you feel welcome and will help find something special just for you. Tonight, all of their models will be dressed from head to toe from their diverse inventory. We hope you'll find consignment shopping is fun and full of wonderful surprises, and it saves your budget too. Lynn would like to thank you for inviting them to share this event, and is honored to be part of this evening. Thank you.
check out the dress, and if you can see the shoes, maybe she'll give us a sneak peek there. The shoes are by Naughty Monkey.
Well, there you go.
This suit is not for everyone. Tawana is dressed for success in a beautiful suit by Show Me. I bet she will have everyone's attention when she gives her presentation. Yeah, looking good. Johnson. You do a great job changing fast.
It's not easy working the runway. It really is not.
Thank you, Wanda. I will see a few more of the accommodations from yours truly upscale consignments after our main runway event. But for now, I would like to invite to the stage the wonderful Executive Director of AIDS Care Service. Let's hear it for Jessie Duncan.
Wonderful, really? Okay.
I can't tell.
Sorry to run you off. You can stand next to me. I want to first say thank you so much for talking my name. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Last year we kind of had a little competition with, I don't know, some big name British superstar, and we happened to have scheduled the same. We scheduled ours months in advance, and then we swept in, and Elton John decided to hold a concert at the same night. So we were wondering, I don't know, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe we shouldn't bother with it. I know. Well, that's what we said. But you know, gosh darn it, we're going to give it one more time. We're going to see how this goes and hope that Madonna doesn't play at, somewhere close by. But I'm so glad we did. We have broken every one of our records tonight. And it makes it so worth it to put in all the extra effort. Number one, to see the passion that these moms put behind their designs. When you hear the descriptions and the reason and the inspiration of where HIV and AIDS is concerned behind these designs, you understand, you know what? They get it. And a lot of them are coming from colleges or college students, and we've got some hope, okay? We really do, because they get it and they know the difficulty that it is for someone to be living with HIV, to be living with a terminal illness, to get up every day and have to take your handful of pills, to question if you're going to get a lesion, to question if you're going to get pneumonia and it's going to just wipe you out, to live off of $670 a month. Most of our clients on disability do that. To have to depend on other people to get what you need for your housing, for your food, for so many things that our clients have to deal with. And I just want to say thank you so much for making a difference in their lives. Thank you. We reintroduced ourselves this past December to the community because we were wondering, well, does people even know that HIV and AIDS still exists? Because we kept hearing people comment about that, like, oh, you mean that's still around? Well, yeah, can actually live a healthy and have a wonderful love life. It's controllable to the point of where they can work and they're not going to be sick all the time. It's controllable if we keep people on the medications and we keep them going forward like they need to. And so with that rebranding, our new logo that you'll see on some of the posters that are out there, we changed the little tagline because we realized it's not the death sentence anymore that it used to be. We realize that now people just need help getting their life back to where they once were. Before they found out that they had HIV, before they ended up in a hospital sick and not knowing why. And so our tagline now is restoring life for opportunity. Because I think whether you're HIV positive or not, no matter what race, age, gender, creed, color, anything, we all deserve the life for opportunity. So thank you all for restoring that.
Thank you, all right, he mentioned it. This is a record-breaking year. We have 22 designs this year that will be modeled on the runway tonight, and we would like to tell you a little bit more about how this whole design contest really comes together and culminates in tonight's event. Beginning back in February on the 22nd, designers accepted this Project Runway style type of challenge by creating a contemporary, high quality, and yes, it has to be wearable, style challenge of creating something by using this right here. 3 of these Hanesbrands white DVT t-shirts. They're provided, of course, by our sponsor, Hanesbrands Incorporated.
Designers had to deconstruct each t-shirt and reconstruct them into a unique outfit, adding their own color and flair. They were allowed to use an unlimited amount of recycled or repurposed elements, but were restricted to only $20 worth of new items, such as thread and dye, in the creation of their garments. Additionally, and most importantly, the designers were given the task of creating garments that inspire awareness about HIV/AIDS and respect for those living with the disease.
And the designs that you are about to see will be judged on the following 4 criteria: conceptual follow-through, craftsmanship, wearability, and then how they used those t-shirt materials. And it's a very tough job to select the top designer this evening, but it will be placed in the very capable hands of our judges. Judges, come on down. Are you hiding from us? There they are.
Please welcome at this time Ms. Georgianne Schultz, costume designer and opera diva for the Piedmont Opera. Come, George. Our next judge, Mr. Benji Starcher, is a professional dancer working with several talented costume designers around the country, and he's also the owner of his own design company, Hartswold Design. And our final design judge is Mr. Justin Hall, costume designer and costume shop manager for Twin City Stage and the Children's Theater. Justin is always in high fashion with bow ties. And these are your design judges for the garments this evening. Please let's give them another round of applause. Thank you so much.
Now there's a new introduction this year. It's a special competition for all of our models. Each year we award the skills of the designers, and this year we will award the talents of our models too, so something a little bit different. So who will be our next top model? We're judging the poise and presentation of the 22 models is our ACS Miss Red Ribbon Angel 2013, Miss Erica Allure. You may have seen her this year recently in her wings through the Pride Parade and the JC's holiday parades here in Winston-Salem.
This evening, in addition to the top designer, we will also recognize our first runner-up, our sponsorship winner, and our category winners in the professional and amateur divisions. But it's not all up to our judges. You, the audience, have a chance to share your opinion by picking the fan favorite.
Now those of you that have been here before, you know how to do this. You know how to participate You help decide the fan favorite by placing however many tickets that you want into the fan favorite box, which will be located in front of the picture of the dresses of your favorite design out there in that silent auction area. Tickets for voting are available for purchase at the main ticket table, and the folks from our Wells Fargo Pride Team Silent Auction group will also be out there. Again, you need to remember to try to purchase these fan favorite tickets. They'll automatically be entered into the raffle drawing at the end of the night for lots of prizes, including gift certificates this year from the 4th Street Filling Station, Midtown Cafe in Missouri, Collage in West End, and Lunar Alliance and Rush Fitness.
All of the garments you see on the runway tonight, as well as many other great items, are featured in our silent auction, located in the room just outside the main doors. All items will go to the highest bidder, and you must be present to win. We accept cash, checks, and cards, and you must pay before you receive the winning item. Remember, the silent auction for the non-garment items ends at 10 p.m., and the silent auction for garments and fan favorite voting end at 10:20 p.m.
And finally, we couldn't do it tonight without a special team of volunteers who helped make this entire thing a success. And we'd like to give a special thank you to the great team at Glassdoor Salon and Spa, and to Hair Quintessence for providing hair and makeup service for all of our volunteer models this evening, and they all look amazing from this work. And here to tell you.
And also, a special thank you to our DJ, Anne-Marie, for providing our runway entertainment.
As each design is modeled, we will be reading the designer's inspirational description. So, DJ, are you ready for this? You guys ready for this?
First up, we have designer Chloe Bacot. The title of the dress is The Roaring Flight, and the model is Keith Brewer.
Number 4, the designer is Michael Duncan. Up next is number 6. The designer is Hanesbrands. The title is Roses Are Red, and the model is Jennifer Hubbard. The design is called Roses Are Red to tie into the spring season. It also goes along with the old saying, a rose by any other name will still smell as sweet. Meaning that regardless of the affliction or the differences, people living with HIV are still beautiful and should be treated as such. Again, this is title is Pink Tulip, and the model is Nicole Barnes. Nicole says the inspiration for my design came from my repurposed fabric. It's satin, floral, and transparent jeans. The idea is I wanted to incorporate in my design fun and just a little bit of flirty. I want to make the wear feel like they can still have fun and go out in the evening, even though they may still be living with HIV and AIDS. Let's hear it for this one-man show here, designer Nicole Barnes. show those inspirations, even down to the lace upper bodice and the pearl buttons. Elegance is the main theme of this dress. The color dye is also used to show you that elegance and feel living. Color has the power to make people feel any power and overcome simple things. I chose purple because I believe it is the color of power and triumph. And I believe through my dress and inspiration, it will show elegance and empowerment to Aiden's care. This is April Moorfield, designer and model.
Number 15, designer Chuck Wynn. The title Walk Away, and the model is 2 Wynn. My inspiration came from the title of my design, Walk Away, in a way that expresses the idea of being able to walk a certain way, as with dignity, comfort, and confidence, but also saying walk away from the past, as if what might have happened, good or bad. As a reflection of HIV awareness, I want this concept to aside, for the person to be able to say that it's okay for them to be comfortable with themselves, as well as accepting the disease. I created a simple maxi dress for comfort, and the color red for the AIDS red ribbon. Designer Chuck Wynn, Walk Away, model 2 Wynn.
Thank you, ladies. Up next, model number 16. The designer is Kelsey Reddy. The title is See Through AIDS with Confidence, and the model is Brooke Lee. Kelsey says, the color red set the basis for my design. I wanted to incorporate red in honor of the Red Ribbon Runway, to showcase awareness for HIV and AIDS. Red is a bold color, in my opinion, and it takes confidence to wear it. It also takes confidence to stand up and fight and raise awareness of the disease. So through my design, color choice, I wanted to demonstrate confidence. After I decided upon color, I drew inspiration from the fabric that was given to me. Working with knits like this was a challenge, so my design revolved around the knit fabric and how I could best manipulate it, utilizing all 3 t-shirts and still representing my own design aesthetic. Lace and feminine silhouettes seemed to lead my design ideas, and I was inspired to integrate them into my Red Ribbon Runway dress. With all those ideas in mind, I let my pen guide me and I came up with a design that I felt embodied those characteristics. I then began the draping process, and my design evolved from what you see right here. So in my design, you can see through AIDS with confidence. That's the title. The designer is Kelsey Reddy, and the model is Brooke Lee.
Next, number 17, the designer and the model, Victoria Sunny, the title, The Warrior.
limited with these people like it used to be. And hopefully this dress inspires that the disease continues to exist and people need to remember it. But also understand that life continues and persons with the disease should embrace the possibilities of their lives and of the universe. Designer and model Holly Thomas, the Galaxy Fights Back.
Next, number 19, designer E-Train. The
individual living with AIDS. The designer is Rachel Wilson. The title is AIDS, A Brave New World. The model, Lindy Jackson. There's a lot of stuff in there. All right, we're going to bring them all back down, the designers and the models. Come on back down here one last time. As they're making their way again, we want to say thank you to all those stylists and the makeup artists who made these models look so fantastic. Come on, let's hear it for them. Give them a round of applause. Man